by your estimates, you would think it would probably take you 2 days to blast the rubble, and maybe another day after that to clear it all.
Is that including with magical help?
We could roll to speed that up. All right. Everybody who assisted in or got advantage or anything, like Talgar, all of you guys roll me a d10.
7.
My dice are better here.
4.
1.
Goodness
Wow.
1.
We knocked the time down by 2 hours.
We return to the adventuring party. Having left Blasting Dell, traveled down river, vanquished some trolls, and dispatched some bandits. Followed your treasure map and clues that Josselyn had provided, finding a cave system that happened to have been home to a group of bandits. You have dispatched all but one bandit that you know of, and have made quite the mess of this room, as you see corpses kind of laying around all over the place. You stormed through here, you found a forge, you found Durgar hard at work, making blasting caps and mining tools. You see evidence of excavation on the passageway that's been blocked by a cave-in. You found some literature that talked about elementalist and lost tombs. And that's where we'll pick up this week. You find yourselves here with your unconscious prisoner.
We took a long rest at this end of that last session. Is that correct?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't believe we've taken a long rest.
No, we just put this guy asleep and then brought him back to the group. This was at the very end of the combat.
Right, and I do believe we were thinking about it, taking a long rest.
We could tie him up.
He's already bound.
Oh, he's bound.
I believe. If not, we'll tie him up again, or double tie him.
You'll secure the knots that you may not have secured last week. The prisoner is well bound. Are you gagging him or blindfolding him or anything, or is it just ropes to restrict
Definitely
him?
gagging. No need for him to call for help.
And we'll blindfold him too. I mean, you know, full BDSM stuff.
All right.
And I think we still want to at least check the bodies, the other bodies. I don't think we had done that yet before we settle in.
Yes, indeed. Starting off the campaign with something I'm not ready to look at.
I'm mildly inconvenienced. Like a light sprain.
But are we actually going to hole up here and take a long rest?
I'd like to try.
All
I
right.
think
Well,
that's the ultimate goal.
while everyone's doing the looting and gathering and whatnot, I'm gonna do a ceremony off on the side to make another vial of holy water.
Okay, let me begin your ceremony. On the air quotes boss, the larger hulking, well-equipped individual, he's now wearing dented plate. You see a discarded shield to the side. He has a rather nice-looking longsword and a javelin.
Yes, Talgar obviously is a javelin, something that I believe you could use.
I very well could.
In addition to that, you find a key ring on him with 3 keys.
Does anybody remember locked doors along the way here?
No, but I do believe there is some ahead of us that we are yet to explore.
Gosh, you know who needs those keys? It's Talgar.
He is our resident door slayer.
Talgar will take the keys, even though he prefers brute forcing doors.
Or with finesse is required. Please.
Actually, before we bed down, I noticed that there was something of another forge or a laboratory over here. I'd like to check that out. There was a couple of bedrooms here that we kind of left undisturbed.
Just before we go ahead with that, was there anything else on the bodies in this room? Like we've got the javelin, the keyring with 3 keys, the dented plate armor.
Yeah,
Was
the
it-
other ones. There's a handful of spears that are in pretty good condition. 2 or 3 of them had longbows. But really, other than that, there wasn't a whole lot. The chainmail that they're wearing has taken quite the beating. In the process of dispatching them.
Plate mail is not really any good condition, and the chainmail is neither.
Yeah, like you might be able to take it for scrap if you have the capacity to do so, but it's not usable armor.
Cool, thank you. All right, carry on.
So what's the next question?
Checking out this room that I'm here in.
Ah. So it definitely looks like a well-furnished room. Not quite as well-furnished as the one that you found on the other side of the forge. But, well, nonetheless, not a cot or straw mat. You find some personal effects, another pair of boots, and things of that nature. The room is fairly sparse, but there is one diary next to the bed, or what appears to be a diary.
It appears to be a diary. Okay. Yeah, I'll just kind of nonchalantly flip through that.
One minute.
Okay.
Sorry, I tried to breathe coffee.
Oh no. Oh no. What have you done?
Oh, that sucks. My eyes are all
It never
watery.
goes the way you think it would go.
No. Like, water's bad enough. Coffee is not fun.
You start inhaling coffee now. Before you know it, you're inhaling coffee grounds off a hooker's tits, and that's just the end of it.
That sounds way better.
So the diary outlines what appears to be like a second in command. I'm talking about the various raids that the group has done. They've coined themselves the Platinum Dragons. And reading through it, you kind of get the impression that they don't see themselves necessarily as bandits, more as freedom fighters and wanting to establish their own town. Their own protecting force outside of the Lord Protectorate's council.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was my question. Is who do they feel like they're freedom fighters against? And the Lord. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so it's just kind of like their story, like they're found, like very much a journal of their activities, kind of a light history, if you will.
A light history, yes.
I'll pocket that. Actually, I'll pocket that.
Okay.
Oh, do I get a name from that? You could just say no. You don't have to look one up, my man.
No.
Okay.
He didn't ever speak in the third person.
I don't feel like names it like he's a fucking schoolgirl or something. You know what I mean?
Where
Dear
is
diary,
interest?
I met a boy.
But you do get the impression though that they were on quite the roll. Getting more frequent raids, more loot. They had grand plans on expanding this and making it a fortress.
Does the loot we've recovered kind of stand up to the descriptions in the diary? Does it seem consistent?
Yes.
Okay.
Other than the platinum coins.
Oh, other than the platinum coins. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. I will just step out and say, gentlemen, I found a diary. It seems that these guys are quite bold. You might get a kick of this, but they seem to think they are freedom fighters. I don't recall very many
enslaved Dunker.
Ah, yes, and force people into rivers. Quite the freedom fighters. Gosh, anyway, Talgar, there was a forge down here. I thought maybe you'd be interested in that. Would you like to come see?
Sorry, a what?
There's a forge down here, I believe.
I thought you said a forest.
Oh no.
It's like,
No,
what?
no.
The forge looks to be well used. Mainly, unlike the other forge, this one looks to be focused on weapon working. You see, racks of spears, some long swords. Based on the kind of quality of the weapons that you see, whoever the individual was rather skilled.
Anything interesting on these racks, or
The thing that stands out, just a variety of weapons.
Okay. How about this armor? Anything of note here?
It's a patchwork of pieces that look to have been collected.
Okay.
You can see some repairs that have been done on it.
I'll just wander down this hallway and
As you continue to go down that way, you have, it is barrels of wine, there are fine carpets rolled up, there's pottery, there's general supplies, there's all kinds of just random items. Like you could open up a general store with the amount of stuff that you guys are coming across.
Okay, cool. You know, just to be safe, I am going to just cast Detect Magic.
You do not get anything that returns back.
And what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna walk through this area. And it'll probably take me the full 10 minutes as I'm walking. Just back to where the beds were. Back over here.
You do not find any magical items.
Okie dokie. I'm satisfied, but not
unless the DM has completely overlooked something that will retcon later.
All right. Actually, Talgar, you might want to check this door down here before we have a lie down. You never know. This thing is locked, yes?
Door?
Yes, it's down here. Ah, yes, you know the one. Very good.
Oh, this one.
Yes, I do believe that this could be a good spot to make camp for a while.
Depending on what's on the other side of that door.
Yeah, it'd be a perfect spot if we're safe in here.
Just be careful with it. I want to make sure it's just locked is all.
Room of Dragons.
I like that Talgar's trained. Door.
Alright, so Talgar will attempt to open the door and see if it's locked.
It is locked.
Okay, well that's very much all we can do. I'm quite tired.
Call, you have keys, call.
Oh no!
But let's get some rest first.
Yeah.
I want to move this bench.
So Talgar, give me a perception roll, and Tyee, where are you at?
Oh, I was right here when he was messing with the door.
Roll me a d20, Tyee. Just a straight roll.
Okay. Yep. Stand by. Coming in.
Perception 11.
Oof! It is a 2.
Okay. Carry on.
I would suggest maybe that we barricade the door a little bit. Maybe put some spears through the loop handle.
Talgar's gonna move that bench that's by him and put it in front of the door.
I
easily move the bench.
Oh. Is Josselyn doing anything in this stage?
It's up to the party.
As in, like, is she curious about anything or any sort of part of the situation?
Oh, she's going through the bodies and just like picking up any tidbits that she thinks is useful. She's going through like a bunch of their personal belongings and around the cots. basically looking for any of her platinum coins.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Muttering under her breath, they spent all of my platinum on shitty armor, and these uniforms are awful.
We haven't spent it all yet. We have quite a bit more.
I am certain that this is not the end of the road.
Oh, no, certainly not. There's the collapsed tunnel, there's this door. Lots to do.
But we do need a break.
Can we? We should pull the prisoner and leave him in the corner and bound him so he cannot move. We shall take some turns in making sure that if he comes to consciousness, he will not be causing problems.
This little corner over here, does it go anywhere, or is it just not showing up?
Sorry, what? Oh, no, it doesn't go anywhere. It's just not showing up. So, you said you have him gagged, blindfolded, and tied up?
Yes.
This guy's a human G.
So, as you're moving him, he awakens. And although he can't see, he gets a general idea of what direction you're taking him and begins to thrash wildly back and forth and yelling and screaming against the gag that you have in his mouth. He does not seem happy that you're taking him this direction.
I whisper, I'm like, just be calm. We will deal with you later. You have some time to rest. So be gentle, and we may spare your life.
That doesn't seem to put him much at ease.
I've made sure I've cast adjust density on him, so he's really light and easy to carry around.
You know, I mean, you're able to manhandle him without having to roll because he's tied and bound and all of that.
Well,
We should just get him out of his misery. He's going to just get us in trouble. Either ask him his questions or dispatch him.
okay, I mean, this sounds like a good idea before it's trying to sleep.
You hear a faint snoring from the room with the bed.
Our druid has passed out.
Vesmir removes. So before Vesmir removes anything, he says, "Now be calm, or we will slit your throat. We are about to take out the gag and remove the blindfold. Be cautious that this will not go well if you cause noise or problem. Do you agree?"
He slowly nods in
And
agreement.
then Vesmir pulls up the blindfold first, and then unties the gag in his mouth.
Who the fuck are you guys?
This is not important. We are here now, and we are just defending ourselves, and we are just moving through. So, please.
Yourselves slaughtered my brethren.
Well, of course we did, but they attacked first. So it happens this way, does it not?
What do you mean they attacked first?
We were simply walking through, and they drew swords and bows. So we took a defensive measure, and this was the outcome.
He seems dumbfounded at your version of the facts.
But I mean, we are happy to make our way out of here peacefully. But first, I must know that what belongs behind this door.
He says it's an interrogation room.
Just an interrogation room? Anything more?
Well, some of our tactics are rather harsh.
I see. So right now, because I'm not using such tactics, you're going to be more cooperative, or do we need to use some of said tactics?
Roll intimidation, please.
Will do.
I kind of miss playing a charisma-based character.
6. It was almost an 18.
It's the hope that kills you.
Do with me what you will. It's obvious that you're not reasonable. You're madmen, psychopaths, just come into my home and kill me and my family.
This one is offering us nothing. Unsheath my dagger and whip it out in the hand. We should just kill him now.
Like the cowards you are, like bound.
Oh, this. I mean, we can fix this situation. Would you like to have the chance of a one-on-one? I mean, Talgar is here. We have Karl. We would give you the chance of a fair fight.
And if
Raise
I
an
win,
eyebrow,
and,
say,
and if I win this fight, I get my freedom.
Vesmir looks around at Karl and Talgar. Well,
I would rather slit his throat at this point.
well,
I'll
it
do
seems
it.
that you okay. Well, have some of my compatriots willing to bend to your demands, but
Well, half dead doesn't really do a whole lot of good.
I mean, this is the predicament you are in, is it not?
I'm not going to fight for you for sport prior to you executing me.
Well, I mean, the sport would be your execution if you do not survive, would it not? Regardless, we are just meandering from the point. What we can talk now, and should the information be sufficient, then I see no need to not let you go.
Roll persuasion.
Nat 20.
I rolled a 4, so
Is that good?
he nods and says, "All right, what do you want? What do you want to know? I'll tell you what I do know. I mean, I wasn't in charge or anything. Those guys back there were."
Well, I just want to know what is this place all about? Why are you here?
We're all kind of outcasts, didn't fit in. Some of us have had a checkered past and had our fair share of run-ins with the Lord's Alliance, Lord's Protectorate. So we decided to form our own faction, and we found this cave, found some coin in it, and started building from there.
And what has happened to this said coin? Because my compatriot here, and he turns over to Josselyn, has come to collect this coin. And I mean, if it is all spent, then this is problematic.
Well, I mean, we had to buy supplies and armor, and we built a pretty nice forge back there.
Well done.
Nice forge. I do not know such things, as I am not one with metal. But What is in the cave-in on the other side of this cave? There is a collapsed tunnel.
That I don't know. They were real secretive about that. Always talking about it in hushed tones. That's why they got that Durger in there. And points towards the door.
You have more Durga behind this door, so it was unfair for me to come in and supposedly kill your friends, but you are keeping them locked up and against their will. I don't understand the fairness of this.
They killed Larry.
Why did they kill Larry?
Because they're Durger and can't be trusted. They were here to steal our treasure.
Is this guy human?
Yes.
And I have had humans come to my village for no reason and rape and pillage my grounds. So by that equation, that makes you no worse than them. So I'm trying to see where this middle ground is. I don't understand why us doing what we have done is not fair, and what you're doing to
We didn't do anything to you.
no
We didn't steal from you.
steal from us. I don't believe we are on the same page.
He looks confused.
That's fair. What I'm getting at, sorry, too many semantics. Why did the Durga kill Larry?
You know, in their defense, Larry was trying to kill them.
So it was self-defense. And because they were defending themselves, you decided to enslave them.
Everybody liked Larry.
Jesus with Larry.
I elbow Vesmir with my dagger.
My
and be
plots
like,
may not be deep.
stab, stab,
but
stroke,
they're
stroke.
passionate.
I'm very asleep, but Jesus with Larry.
Okay, so I'm come to an impasse here that this Larry seems to be some sort of demigod amongst your kinship, but because Larry was aggressive and the Durga defended themselves, Larry was unsuccessful. You decided to enslave the Durga. I don't see the balance of power here no more than you see the balance of power in us walking in and defending ourselves. I did tell you that if the information was good, that we would let you live. But right now, currently, things are not looking favorable for you. What can you tell me that would make me want to spare your life?
There's something down in that cave that they were willing to put a lot of work into. I have no idea what it is. But Commander Maddox was convinced it would turn the tide against the Lord Protector.
The Lord Protector, you say? Okay, what is the problem with the Lord Protector?
The Lord Protector, it.
My apologies.
The overreach, the taxation. You can hardly scrape a living. The guards always skimming off the top, harassing everybody. God damn it, I'm tired of getting pushed around.
Right, I still don't see how the Durga were, how they, somehow becomes the victims here. This, we're going in circles here. I feel like you're wasting my time.
Well, I've answered your questions. You said you were going to let me go.
I said if we liked what you had to say, that we would let you go, and right now I'm not feeling compelled. You come here, you enslave some unfortunate dugger, and now we walk in and we are attacked. I just don't feel that this is a two-way street, and I feel that you've been wasting my time, and Vesmir will kneel down, go to his head, and slowly cast a ray of frost into his skull. Like, just hand over the top, and cold will just filter out to his head and encapsulate his skull, freezing him to death.
Yeah, considering he is extremely low HP as is, it is as you described.
Well, it's not as
It's
easy
contorted
as a
look of
blade.
pain and agony, frozen and look on his face.
Yes, Karl, I must apologize. I know you want to use the blade, but then there's too much blood and the gurgling and the noises. It's just not pleasant, yes?
Not my problem. I just wanted the moment to take a respite. So, the dagger in the holster, and shall we rest, fellas?
We shall. I'm sorry to have taken that away from you.
Oh no, it was worth a shot.
Vesmir will adjust density on himself so he's stronger and just drag the body out and dump it.
Alright, throw it on the pile of all the others.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else the party's doing? Tyee is fast asleep, snoring in the other room. Dreaming about Larry.
We do have another slot, so if anybody's hungry, I can make a little pile of good berries appear, and I'll lay them on the ground, or let anybody have them. So if you don't want to burn a ration, you don't have to.
That would be appreciated, Karl. Thank you kindly.
Talgar will eat some berries after witnessing this interesting experience.
Not everybody wants to talk.
No. Something tells me he wasn't going to walk, no matter whether he talked or not.
There was a chance.
I mean,
But-
Well,
gave you his truth.
Was there?
well,
Look, we'll say there was a 1 in 20.
well. Rand Paul could have been president too, so.
Oh, gee, 5%. 5% chance he's going to be okay.
That is always something. Never.
Alright, so go ahead and do any of your long rest rituals. You'll
Real
be
quick,
able-
sorry, because I was finishing my bless spell. I do want, and I know this is kind of an old thing, but I do want to kind of hold up a light to the egg that I'm carrying to see if the contents are still alive or not.
which egg is this?
The troglodyte egg we got back a ways that I've been trying to hatch
Okay.
ever since.
Shine a light on it. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, perception. I'm good at that. 25.
You detect the tiniest, slightest bit of movement.
Aw.
Doesn't look very strong.
Well, I do my best to
Does
keep the egg
feel
warm
alive at the moment.
for the night.
Roll me a nature check.
Nature check. Nature. Not as good with that. 13.
You do know that like some lizards and other creatures have to have specific conditions to be able to hatch their eggs.
I'll have to see what to do about that at some point. But yeah, with my bless ritual done, I'll grab myself a good berry and join the group to wherever they're sleeping for the night.
You make it through the evening with uninterrupted, other than the occasional moan from behind those double doors.
remember to uncheck your maximum hit point reset.
Uh-huh.
Because I almost forgot.
It's okay. It's easy to fix.
Right.
Yeah, we just have it like click, click. Wait a minute.
Why am I so weak?
Like, that number is not the same one it's supposed to be.
It's not okay.
All good.
So yeah, if you didn't eat a good berry, mark off a ration, go through the rest of your stuff, reset spells, all of that fun jazz.
In case it matters, there's still a few of those left. The last 24 hours.
You only need one.
Also heal 1 hit point.
So to sleep.
It's a long rest, Kalbren, damn it.
If there's dagger at the door, then perhaps this will help them.
That's what I'm getting at. That I still have a few good berries that are good. That'll heal for a hit point. If 1 hit point makes a difference.
Excellent.
You make a difference.
Aw.
And I always make a difference.
Touching.
Don't worry, guys. I know he doesn't mean it.
It's true. I'm like Don Draper in the elevator. I don't think about you at all.
I don't think about you at all. Yes.
Exactly. I love that you knew that, Callie. Yes. I don't think about.
Next morning? Question mark.
Toasted.
Yeah. It's no. Other people's cigarettes are toxic. Yours are toasted. Brilliant.
I don't think I have to tell you, gentlemen, what you just witnessed here.
No, I think you do.
I wasn't there, so.
Well, everybody cycled their stuff. We good to go?
Yep.
All right. So you approach these big, heavy, double wooden doors that are locked.
Oh,
Hello?
Talgar,
Anyone in there?
Oh God, Vinny!
What?
Oh, she's dead. What did you guys do?
Is it breakfast?
Did he give you guys the business?
He got the
Yes,
business.
Opposite. He got the business.
It seems like he got the business. Yeah, all these guys are sons of bitches anyway.
Alright, Talgar's gonna attempt to open the door with the actually he wants to check the door for traps before he goes and plays at the door.
Sure. Describe me what you're doing to check for traps.
Well, since I'm not super experienced with it, I'm just kind of looking it over, looking for anything obvious if I put a key in and trip something.
Give me a perception check.
And Vinny's already knocked, asking if anyone's in there.
Yeah, it's a 12.
During this, Karl would see this, but not necessarily want to intervene. How do you want to play that? Like, I'm not. It's like, I would also try to keep an eye for danger. I don't want Talgar or Vinny to be injured, but kind of want to let them try to figure out what they're doing.
After you knock, Vinny, you've heard just like a low, like, on the other side of the door.
I think there's a zombie in there.
Well, we are prepared then. It should be okay.
Alright, Talgar's gonna attempt to open the door with the keys on the key ring that he has.
It takes a couple tries, but one of the keys fits the lock, and you turn it. Click. It is unlocked.
It's a good move, Vinny. Get away from that door.
Oh, I did.
Oh my God! Update the map quick. The suspense is killing me.
It's a young adult dragon. Hey, it's a DJ table.
There you go. So, you open a door into a small stone chamber that is a gruesome scene. There's an older-looking Durgar strapped to a rack, his arms bound and pulled taut. It looks like they've gone to work on him with a set of medieval tools. He does not look to be in good shape. He looks malnourished and pale even for a Durgan.
Karl quickly gives this one a good berry, and Vesmir will start talking into him in Undercommon. You okay here, friend?
I'm far from okay.
This seems very clear. We will release you from this torture that you're in. We have also freed friends of yours. They are at the mouth of the cave, hopefully still.
Alright, hopefully they stayed there. He looks like hell.
Thank the gods. Are you releasing him?
Yes.
Okay.
While as you're releasing him, Vinny's gonna kind of sees what's going on, and he's gonna walk up and he's gonna stick out his tongue, get a good lick on his palm, and slap it on the dwarf. Heal and spit. And he heals the dwarf for 11 points of healing.
He initially flinches at this flurry of a green hand coming at him, but upon contact, as the healing energy flows into him, you see him kind of relax and some of the color come back to his cheeks.
There's a surprise every time. It's always shocking.
This is what that guard was afraid of? This doesn't seem worth fear.
Well, you should look at these instruments. These appear to be torture instruments, I'm assuming? Somebody said it was a torture place?
They've been torturing him.
Well, look at this. I mean, these are all, these are all very common. You know, they just... Oh, look, they very clearly worked him over.
I suppose.
They think he knows something.
So,
one of you that can speak his language.
Vesmir speaks to him and says, my compatriots here think that they have put you under this duress to get information out of you. What is it that they were seeking?
They want me to reveal the location of a tomb. It's deep in the Underdark.
I understand, and this has something to do with the cave-in on the other side, is that correct?
Well, the cave-in was just an unfortunate series of events. But
Larry.
they evidently had put eyes on some clues or knew about something down there when we came along. And they think that we know where it's at.
So this is but a mystery to you and them, and they're just looking for information which you did not have. Is this correct?
That is correct.
Can I do an insight on that?
Yes, you may.
19.
Man,
Oh, he's definitely not.
I need
telling-
insight way more often than I do.
Sorry,
He's not telling the truth. You get the he's either omitting facts, or you can tell that he's dodging truthfulness here.
my friend. We have come to your aid, and we plan to set you free like your friends, but there's information that you seem to be withholding, yes?
You're just
And,
like others. You want my secrets.
It's important to note that I have a passive insight of 18.
Oh my fucking god.
But you don't speak Undercommon.
You know what? There's
I
at
don't
some
speak
point-
Undercommon. You're right. I don't. You're right. I fucking don't.
At some point, your head's gonna swell so big that you're gonna go Professor Xavier and be bound to a wheelchair.
Talgar,
We're
push!
gonna seeing man.
It's
Sorry,
your passive insight.
Alia, this is what
18.
you were saying earlier. About his... Can you repeat what you're saying about his secrets?
He said that you're just like the others. You're just after Durgar secrets.
Go ahead.
Kind of
Well, we are seeking.
rob the Underdark of its beauty. No understanding the culture, history.
Okay, so now you've given me more information than I had before, and this information is pertinent. And I relay to the party that they want to keep sacred ground protected. There's a tomb that these grave robbers were aiming for, and he does not want to give up that information. And I'm just looking to see what sort of reaction I get from the party.
Or you could tell him that we just want to get.
Action.
If we want to get this information from him, I think that you just tell him that grave robbers are terrible, and that frankly we just want to get to the Underdark for other purposes.
Well,
You just lie.
what purposes? I don't understand why else we'd be here in the Underdark.
You know, we are intrepid explorers. We are on a grand adventure. We want to go into the Underdark and see what is available to us. I don't fucking know.
And
Just Josselyn,
to get the treasure.
here. And Josselyn, Vesmir gets Josselyn and says, "Look, we are not here to disturb your sacred ground, uncover your tomb. We have this map that this girl has provided, and we come exploring the Underdark, not intentionally to desecrate Durga heritage, so to speak. And we mean no ill will. If anything, this information would help us avoid falling upon such a circumstance, and would give us reason to walk on by and leave it undisturbed."
And don't forget to tell him we have spared every Durga we have met in this area.
To be point of clarification, the tomb we really don't care about. That's surface dweller stuff. And you're always stashing your dead in our beautiful catacombs. But to get to it, you have to cross through a sacred place.
I relay this information back to the party. Obviously, because the Durga doesn't understand me, I will also ask. This seems to have come across a moral intersection, shall we say. Is this a path we wish to proceed, or are we happy to take what we've got and leave?
Maybe
No.
we've explained to him that, people are going to keep coming for those tombs until we tell them there's nothing there. So if we can be granted passage and, safely without disturbing its holy grounds, we can get the information and make sure no one has interest to come back. Because if we just leave, more people are going to come and people are going to invade their holy grounds anyway. So tell them we're just trying to help them out, maybe?
Yes, Vinny speaks true. I mean, more and more will come. The word is out. It was all the way away where Josselyn was. The word is out there. And we are not the first. Josselyn had a party as well that was pursuing things, and others must know. And you could tell him that, we will respect his holy land. If we need to pay homage or to perhaps undertake some type of pilgrimage, reinforce the idea that, we have spared his brethren and we intend to, give all due respect where it is due. But we're also here to solve a problem for him.
Vesmir looks at Vinny and gives a nod and says, "This is very wise." And also, yes, I would agree that those points are pertinent as well. And I will relay this information to the Durga.
So he strokes his beard for a moment while he takes in your proposal, and he nods and says, "Well, if you'd be willing to help us clear the blockage, we would be willing to escort you through the sacred grounds to the tomb, if that's what you're after.
By all means.
If that'll keep them from coming and looking.
Well, yes,
where they are.
we would be very happy to do this. And I mean, we will reunite you with the brethren of yours that we have saved, and everybody can get what they want, and you get your life. Obviously, not that we had any plans to take it away.
Deal. So he extends a hand shakily.
Vesmir Beastmaster gives him the good old return and pulls him up off the rack and helps him steady himself onto the ground.
He leans into you and is appreciative of it.
This seems to be a good sign.
I relate to the party that we've come to an agreement and that they'll help us clear the tunnel and we will get escort past their holy land to the tomb.
Oh, well, very good. Well, he must need this. And I hand out the vial of what must be explosive powder.
Oh, careful. Be wary of trusting the Durgar.
Yeah, he takes it. Says a few more of these may do the trick.
I hope so.
We will try and
Karl will
assist.
give you the squinty fry eyes. Just,
So Josselyn says, "So we're gonna take the treasure from this tomb."
Vesmir turns to Josselyn. Yes, this is the plan. The Durga do not care for this, and it is finders keepers for us.
Wow, my very first tomb robbing.
Just, no, Josselyn, it's not... Goodness gracious, girl. It
And
doesn't have to be a robbery.
an
Robbery is when you
archaeological-
attack somebody. This is just taking things that are left there.
This is archaeological. It's science.
It's
So-
all the... It's a progressed magic for
Oh,
all
we're gonna-
mankind.
We're gonna sell it to get gold, right?
Sure.
I don't know. I know if we're going to clear the rubble, do you think these will help? And he pulls out the 3 flasks of alchemist fire.
He shakes his head. That no, he doesn't think that would help. It would just heat the rock.
All right, and puts it back.
Well, I do have an ability that will help make you and your comrades either stronger or the elements easier to deal with. And he takes some weaponry from the table and passes it to the Durga and then casts adjust density. And it becomes lighter in his hand instantaneously.
He seems very impressed by this. And says that definitely could come in useful.
Well, then we are at an agreement. We should meet up with your comrades. Hopefully, they have not left, and we will see about getting through this passage, shall we not?
No, yeah, certainly. Certainly. Karl, a wood, please.
certainly.
Kind of guide him off to a side. Like, Karl, we must at least trust somebody a little bit. We need them to get what we want. We want the gold, we want the platinum, we want the treasure. But keep your eye on these sons of bitches. We know what they're capable of.
Absolutely.
But for now, smiles. Smiles.
Fair enough.
Is there anything in this room?
There's some parchment that looks like they were trying to record notes on from the interrogation.
Anything interesting?
Just a gander at it, you see that they were struggling to try to understand underground Durgar directions with not having, compass or other type descriptors.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yes, well, I suppose, what's next? Do we reunite him with his fellows?
Sounds fine. I mean, get them acquainted and verify our story, and we need all the help we can get for the digging, I guess.
Well, I suppose back to the entrance.
Hi ho, back to the front we go.
Just gonna wait for people to stop moving, then I know where to go.
I'm at the entrance.
Wow, way over there.
It's a ways.
And do you still have access to Vesmir?
I do not.
I think only
Do you need me to bring it back?
only Vinny did.
Yeah, Vinny's still got access to Vesmir. He's moving him around.
No, you're at the entrance, see, with everyone else.
Yeah, I didn't put him there.
Sure you did. I saw you do it.
Fixed.
Right,
so-
shameless plug on Tuesdays. You guys come and watch us kill Rhodey. All right, continue.
Oh my god.
If only. Oh my God.
So in total, you have 5 Durgar who have, as you emerge from the cave with your long rest and kind of the timing of everything, it is daylight out there. The Durgar are kind of hiding up in the front here, in the shade.
Roll initiative.
Fuck.
They all look rather sickly, but kind of have a little bit of a spring in their step. There's, word is spread amongst them, as they've been reunited, that you have slayed all of the platinum dragons that were using this cave as a hideout. That in itself is good news. And that you're going to help with the problem of people coming poking their nose up, around here in exchange for, an escort through the Underdark. And that, you guys are going to help them excavate the passage so they can get home.
Yes.
The Durgar seem overjoyed at this news and are enthusiastic. You may not understand them, but you can kind of get the tone of Durgar voice and the claps on the back, and a couple of them are like gesticulating, pointing at Talgar and his huge arms and stuff, and kind of making gestures like he can swing a pickaxe really well.
Karl, maybe some of these, if you have more berries, the malnourished here could use some.
Well, we also still got a fully stocked kitchen, so there's plenty of food and drink in there for now.
This is true. This is free reign for the Durgar.
They kind of haul off that way. I'm not going to move all these tokens around. But they haul off that direction towards the kitchens and start scarfing down some much needed nourishment. They do look like they were busy up front, and there are 4 completed containers worth of black powder.
This is very good.
Where are they getting this shit from?
Looks like different things that parts were stolen, parts were mined.
They just had the component parts just like in this room to make that stuff happen.
Yeah, I mean they set up this room for mixing of that.
Okay, cool. Sounds good to me, man.
So Vinny uses minor illusion to replicate one of them. So it's one of those in his hand, and he holds up a candle to it. And it's like, how does this work? You supposed to light it?
All of their eyes go like crazy wide, and they like lunge for you, trying to keep the flame away from it.
Hey! It's just show. It's not real. See? And I dispel it. I just asking.
There's lots of Durgar conversation at the moment. Are you crazy? You trying to get everybody killed?
No, I just asking.
Just everybody, give me a quick moment. Let me assess my star map for a moment. Give me maybe 10, 15 minutes or so.
So while he's doing that, do we make our way to the cave-in and start setting up? Wherever that is.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, do we know exactly where that is yet?
Yeah, you know where the
We
cave
do.
is.
We do. I can do this outside the cave-in. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. But there I would ask. I would cast augury, the ritual, and I would ask what the results were going to be for us trusting the Durgar through their holy land. And your options are wheel for good results. Whoa.
Instant wheel.
Instant wheel. Oh, okay. I just pick my sticks up and I'm like, all right, just good. Let's go.
How good is it?
The bones unspoken.
Well, it's just the stars, they are aligned a certain way. Oftentimes you don't know how to read them right away, but you get clues and context from, your experiences, and eventually, that question comes to you, you ask it, you get an answer.
Never had a star help me out, but...
Well, you don't have decades of academy training either.
I do not.
You sure can't shoot that bow, though. Son of a bitch.
Sometimes.
Some bitch.
Where
are we moving? We're currently all at the end. Our tokens are at the entrance.
So we are you remember where we fought the boss, the caster, went through that secret room, the really nice furnished room, the big forge. It's you know where my character is, which is not very helpful for you, I suppose, but I'm right outside the entrance of it. Yeah. There he is.
What's happening?
We're moving to the cave-in entrance.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Just set up.
I was posting video of Tyee's character. Don't know traps.
Where's that? Oh shit!
Oh,
consult the bones. Yes. Ah,
that's a deep cut.
That is. Oh my god. What am I? 5 years old again? Holy shit!
I feel like I need to watch that movie again.
Oh, that movie's fucking great. Yes. Matt Mardigan, the greatest swordsman in the world.
Damn, fucking son. Val Kilmer, like that blew my mind when I got older and realized I didn't make the connection, and then I got older and was like, that's Val Kilmer.
Wait, who's Val Kilmer?
Matt Mardigan.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh look, Matt Mardigan is Val Kilmer.
All right, hold on.
Dude, Doc Holliday with swords.
I made this exact link like a few years ago. And I was like, wait a minute, holy crap, that's him.
Yeah, and then the princess chick's hot as fuck too.
Well, they actually dated after that movie.
Oh my god, he's
really?
Matt Mardigan. Wow.
Slay the beast, find the baby.
What in the fuck?
Oh, and also,
Brian, how did you miss
the actor who played Willow was the Ewok, but they just shaved him down to look like a person.
Warwick Davis.
Yep.
Warwick Davis has been in like so many he's like
Leprechaun.
His own personality.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now we're completely off topic.
Sorry.
So we're back.
Is there a game going on?
Sorry.
It's all your fault, Callie. You did this.
Deep cut.
Is this cavern open yet? Son of a bitch.
Bones told me nothing. So the cave-in's pretty big, as far as like a big boulder. It looks like the tools that were being made were for drilling holes to be able to place these charges and clear it out. By your estimates, you would think it would probably take you 2 days to blast the rubble, and maybe another day after that to clear it all.
Is that including with magical help?
We could roll to speed that up.
All right.
What would you need for
I would I do a combination of giving Talgar advantage on strength checks as well as making the rubble easier to move.
Okay. So Talgar, are you grabbing a pickaxe and going to town?
I am.
So we get a strength check with advantage, essentially.
Yeah. So you and the Durger start
It's empty.
pounding away at rock and drilling and so forth. What's everybody else do?
Vinny will use his unseen servant to help bring in food and ale and just help keep the spirits alive. A little bit of encouraging song here and there.
I'd say a 19 for my strength check.
Okay, I haven't called for one yet, but
Oh, okay.
swinging hard. All right.
Yeah, Vesmir will just be doing just density as much as he can and taking it easy otherwise, because he's obviously going to be exerting himself quite a lot.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything to assist?
I will cast Create Water to keep the dust down and to hydrate the fellas.
Okay. Anybody else?
Karl's just going to stay in the shadows, I think. He stepped away, so I'm not sure if he's going to say anything.
All right. Everybody who assisted in or got advantage or anything, like Talgar, all of you guys roll me a d10.
D10. You know what? I'm actually gonna
7.
because my dice are better here.
4.
1.
Goodness
Wow.
1.
We knocked the time down by 2 hours.
Anybody else?
No, that was it.
Well, it is one hell of a team effort, but unfortunately, you've only been able to shave off 13 hours.
That's not bad.
Not the worst. Not good, not great.
I gave you the opportunity to potentially shave off almost 2 days. And
No, you're
y'all
good.
rolled like garbage for that.
Yeah.
We really did.
Well, we cut off half a day at least, so that's good.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be anything I'm aware of that is time sensitive for us right now. So I
Okay,
guess
so
it's
the
not
party's
end of the
settling in. Josselyn even joining in and doing her part. Matter of fact, one of y'all roll for Josselyn as well. She helps carry Rebel away.
Rebel.
6.
Okay. So that's 19 hours, basically 2 days now. That ain't nothing. So you guys work through the day. You do break to go to sleep. If there's any activities anybody wants to do, otherwise we're gonna kind of time jump to basically the completion of this.
Let's do the time jump again.
That's fine.
Yes, please.
All right, so we jump forward as the Durger have finished laying out all of the holes that need to be done. The charges are ready to be applied, and they think that this should break the boulder up and clear a path to the other side.
Vinny steps in and goes, "Fireball!" No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know that spell.
So, I mean, are you guys gonna lay the charges and set them off?
Vesmir would say we would fully entrust the Durga to do it since they've got more experience.
They take the charges and begin to lay them out, fusing them. And, they don't have a ton of fusing, but somebody has to actually light it.
Well, this can be one for the Druid. You can conjure the fire, yes?
Yes, certainly. And I'm assuming there's like a trail, a fuse out into the hall.
Yeah, there's like a fuse that's like hanging off the rock face.
Yes, everybody take cover.
So yeah, fire in the hole is.
And I will cast Produce Flame, I guess.
All right, so the fuse ignites. Short time later, a blast wave rips past you, filling the cavern behind you. Dust comes pouring in off the ceiling. Little rocks have been jostled loose everywhere in the cave. Just a wave of destruction. But as the dust begins to settle, the giant boulder blocking the path has crumbled away. The Durger let out a cheer. It looks like with just a little bit more work, you'll be able to clear the path and proceed down into the Underdark.
All right.
This is good.
I will continue to use create water to keep the dust down.
So, the Durger redoubling their efforts and clearing away rebel, quickly, quite anxious to get home. After a couple more hours, have cleared a path that's navigatable. Sends down into the cool darkness. The Durger look expectingly at the party. Shall we go?
Yes.
He leads the way.
So the Durger lead you down a twisting labyrinth of switchbacks and caves and over rock bridges, always kind of descending. You've probably been traveling for a good hour or so at this point when you come to a fork in the kind of a circular cabin that has several passageways that lead off from it. The Durger point to one of them and say, the tomb is down this way, as well as our sacred grounds.
Is there any recommendations that we should avoid such things as we move through?
Well, don't touch fungus and mushrooms you don't understand.
Darn.
And be sure-footed.
What makes it your holy ground? You got dead buried there? You got a temple to some god you worship?
Vesmir passes on this information.
He says there are a few things more beautiful than the Underdark in its prime, undisturbed state. You'll know why when you see it.
I understand. Very well. I relay the information about sure-footed, don't touch anything, and they just want to preserve its beauty.
Karl rolls his eyes, obviously. Continues.
Tyee, as a druid, this must be something fortuitous for you, yes?
It's always good to see new things. I mean, like I said, my circle's path is always on the road. We are mendicant, you could say. We're friars. We travel. That's what we do. But yes, to see the Underdark in the undisturbed state as it is good. It's very good. Excuse me, guys, for 1 second. I gotta handle an issue.
Nice.
Why don't we take a quick 5-minute break while Tye's doing that as well?
Sounds good.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Oh, wow. That brings me back.
All right. So y'all are at a nexus of different passageways. The Durger Greybeard here has pointed you, down the path that leads towards the tomb. He's given you some sage advice. Does the party head down the path?
Oh,
Yeah.
we blew
Yes.
it out.
How does the path look?
I feel like we're
Dark?
changing.
Yeah, we're changing maps. I'm setting things up. So the path is dark and windy.
Like dark?
At times the rock passageway narrows to the point where you almost have to slouch, down almost on your hands and knees to crawl through. At other times the ceiling is 40, 50 feet above you. It's hard to get a sense of what direction you're heading, where you're going, as it just kind of endless twists and turns. But eventually, it opens up into a large, like 200-foot tall cavern that just stretches off into the darkness as far as you can see, and you are on a very narrow ledge that leads around it, a good 60-70 feet above the floor of the cavern. Get all you guys set up. Tyee, Vesmir, Vinny, and
Yeah.
Josselyn. We are on Underdark Path.
Don't forget Talgar.
I got him.
Whatever.
It's
Does
the
anybody want
Underdark.
different color base? Talgar's rocking the green, but we have different shades available.
How do you do that?
Vesmir would like blue.
Vesmir gets blue.
It's a very Underdark.
Is there
we have
yellow?
Shades of blue. That's the dark blue.
Let's go one light. It looks purple.
Are we on the Underdark path?
Yes, we are.
You have to zoom in to get to the ledge.
That one's a little bit lighter. I can go still lighter.
No, that's perfect.
Okay. Anybody else want a different color?
I do. I want gold.
Gold.
He loves gold.
I know I'm supposed to have to do it. Shit. I love
have,
gold.
Like, orange. I have orange or like pea yellow.
No, go back to orange.
You know, Trump orange.
No, give me pea yellow. All right, pea yellow.
Okay.
Oh, that's the base. I'm looking at your face like that's not changing.
Wait a second.
Karl, what color do you want? You
What's
got
left?
pink, purples.
I'm comfortable with my masculinity. I'll take pink.
It matches as your purple arrows. Vinny?
I guess blue. Not blue, green.
Okay.
There's an alpha male somewhere, Kalbren, who's very disappointed in you.
Slightly different shades of colors.
That's fine.
What do we want Josselyn to have?
He probably looks like Don Draper.
I was gonna
Shit.
say red for like the blood that she's gonna spill as a warrior.
I was going to say white just because she's an innocent.
I don't know if she's innocent at this point.
Yeah, it's fine. Red's good.
I don't have a white.
Has she leveled up yet?
We will talk about that at the end of the session.
Okay.
Fine, Dad. Jeez.
Get it a multi-class into something.
Better be Warlock, I'm telling you that.
All right.
I'm sharing when we did that gold member thing, I'm sharing a picture of what my wife sent me. Here, check this shit out. There you go.
I just realized too, like she's in and out of there, and she can't hear us.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the perception she has of most of us at this point.
Oh, you got my mom's name in there. That's okay. I don't really care that much about her.
Is there a way down from here, or
Not
is
a
this
big deal.
just an empty ledge?
Well, can you chat?
I
It is
cannot
a-
know I'm in D&D.
Sorry, what's going on?
Nothing. Nothing.
Well, at the
all.
ledge, is there a way down, or is there a path forward, or it's
the
just a
path-
dead end?
There's a narrow path that kind of wraps along the wall that looks like it heads off into another cavernous space and continues down, or continues onward.
Karl, this seems time for you to use the pitons and some rope, I would say.
Absolutely. I don't know if I have enough pitons.
Well,
We can give it a shot.
The
use them.
cavern is stunningly beautiful, though. It is lit with glowing funguses and different crystals that are embedded that are catching the light. It is a rather stunning sight.
I got
Would
3
I know-
pitons for you, if that'll help.
From
You
my
said 3?
From my experience, would I know how many people a giant wolf spider could carry on their back?
A giant wolf spider, I believe you'd be able to carry one person at a time.
Damn it! Well, I mean, functionally, we're not even sure whether this path doesn't continue at the end here. I think we're making some assumptions. I think we just travel along it and see what happens for now.
Just turn around and go home.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just retire and open a bar.
Spider?
I'm gonna be Ty's gonna be a little entranced by what he sees. He's very happy to see the stuff that's kind of new and really untouched and pure, and he's gonna begin to wander down the path.
Okay.
Vinny's following right behind, doing the exact same thing.
Is anybody else following?
Sighing and eye rolling at the situation, but yeah.
Vesmir's gonna say to Talgar, since he's got heavy armor and stuff like that. We should just hang back, see how they go. We're not too sure how load bearing this rock shelf is, so we will make sure the coast is clear and continue on. I would say, Josselyn, you wait here with us as well.
Agreed.
And this flora here in front of me.
So as you come to a narrowing of the ledge here, there's a concentration of different funguses and lichens that are glowing, and among them are lots of large bulbous mushrooms that look like they're about to burst at any second or the slightest disturbance, kind of peppering the path in front of you.
Does it appear like I'd be able to step through them?
You could try.
Vinny
Oh.
backs up.
Oh.
What? Wait a minute. What do you see up there? Is there?
You see this? Look at this beautiful flora. I mean, the Durga, they were very clear to not disturb the mushrooms and the other nonsense. Look at this thing. Very
I could
clear.
probably shoot an arrow into it if you want to stand back here, and if it'll do something, it'll do something.
It's not necessarily this big one here. It's these little ones on the ground. You see.
All right. We can try to sneak by.
Just sneaking is one thing, I suppose. I don't know about the other thing.
To try to kind of navigate your way by foot across it would require definitely some dexterity checks. As you would have to kind of shift your balance around. And
I haven't rolled yet all night. I got my dice.
So being kind of nervous and unsure of his dexterity in his old age, I would cast guidance on myself, and then I'm going to give it a shot.
all right, first one in. Okay, so you cast guidance as you try to gingerly place your foot down into a small opening. Roll me acrobatics or a dexterity roll, one of the two.
It's a 17.
Okay.
And it's a D4 for the thing. It's 2, so it's an 18. No, 19.
You gingerly step your way through it. After 4 or 5 steps, you're able to kind of clear the densest part and navigate to the other side with ease, without disturbing a single one of the stalks.
I put my hand on Karl and go, Moonweaver, guide you.
Thank you, Vince.
Let him go first. Next.
I will. Work around Vinny and let's see what we have. You said acrobatics?
In acrobatics, as you try to follow the path that Tyee
Go on one. Go on one. Okay, that's actually way better than a 1. That's going to be a 21 plus a D4. Which I
You probably don't
necessarily
need.
delicately tread your way through without disturbing a single one of the missions.
Kalbren, your son in the shower is bleeding through.
I told you he was going to.
That's great.
Wait, is that the shower curtain behind you?
No, God.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
There's like a hallway in the bathroom. I don't know how this microphone picks it up.
Resonating at just the right harmonics.
All right, Vinny kind of calls back and says, be careful. There's potentially dangerous mushrooms. Come across one at a time. I'll help guide you, give you a little extra blessing.
Okay.
Josselyn, you should move through.
Moonweaver guide you.
Okay.
How confident is she feeling at this point in time?
Well, having just watched two of her party members navigate their way through it, she feels pretty confident. She hikes up her britches and steps out. Somebody needs to give me a d20 roll for Josselyn.
16.
All right, add your
D4.
guidance.
That is including guidance.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, you gingerly step across, and your pant leg, for the briefest moment, touches one of them, but it does not burst. You navigate your way across.
Talgar, how are you feeling, my friend?
Pretty heavy and cumbersome.
Levitate. Lift the orc!
I feel like
I have some tricks up my sleeves that I think will suit the situation.
I'm thinking of the scenes of trains, planes, and automobiles. It's like, bless you, guidance you, kiss his ass.
Okay, so
Oh my God, is that Christmas Vacation?
Oh, that's what it was. It was. I got that wrong.
Talgar, do you have some rope?
I do have rope.
Right, well, you wait here behind me, tie this on, and give me the other end.
He's gonna be an orc balloon.
Yep.
All right, Talgar will do that. Tie it up.
Vesmir will cast Levitate on him, which lasts 10 minutes.
Guidance on Vesmir.
Thank you, Vinny. Hopefully this goes well.
Talgar, you begin to float up.
Acrobatics. Ah, shit.
Plus a D4.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to help. For an 8 total.
So on your second step amongst one of the denser sections, you lose your balance for just the briefest of moments, and your foot comes crashing down upon one of the stalks, and poof, a giant cloud of spores triggers. Send you into a coughing fit as you stumble and hit another stalk. Poof, it goes off. I need a Constitution saving throw, sir. As you inhale spores.
Wow.
Oh my.
It went for a 19 and then rolled to the 1. That was horrendous.
What is Talgar seeing at this point? Did the spores go up to him?
Talgar.
I'm just gonna float above.
Is floating above, watching this, and the clouds like near Talgar, but not enveloping him. But you see Vesmir just completely in a cloud. You see the spores actually go into his nostrils and his mouth as he inhales. His eyes kind of roll back, and he collapses. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw to keep yourself from rolling off the ledge.
Am I unconscious or anything like that, or is it?
Do what?
I'm not unconscious or anything, or just fall over?
You're basically going unconscious, like you collapsed, like you're in the process of collapsing.
You're trying to keep from
as
the
as I watch him and I see the spores kind of envelop him, I'm just gonna like reaction, just guidance. Just, oh shit!
You have to touch him to be able to do that.
Do I have to touch him? Oh, motherfucker.
Guidance
Okay.
is touch. That's why Vinny stayed behind.
Son of
If
a
I-
bitch.
If,
It
if
is
I'm,
touch. Fuck me. All right.
if I'm still
the same-
conscious,
Fine. Rules.
if I'm still conscious, Vesmir would be holding onto the rope, and essentially, the balloon would be holding him and helping prevent him going over the edge.
All right,
Um,
give me the dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Alright. It's even worse. But I got 13 for the first one.
13 is your roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You do not roll off the side, but Talgar, you are now tethered above a cloud of spores that are slowly dissipating and settling to the ground.
I'm just kind of floating along watching this happen.
So did I or did I not go unconscious?
You are unconscious at the moment.
Okay. Would that require? Would my casting of the spell concentration drop?
Yeah, if it's concentration.
Yes.
Well then,
This might be a problem.
yeah, Talgar's dropping 20 feet, taking 2d6, and then has got to do his own con save.
Wait.
Yep.
As I start falling, I would like to cast Misty Step to teleport safely in front of me.
Wow.
You
Nice.
have teleported safely in front of the spores and the mushrooms.
Can I?
Vesmir is crumpled on the ground on the sledge.
Can I cast Thorn Whip to pull Vesmir out? Move him 10 feet?
Well, I still have the rope attached to me, and I think he still has the rope because he didn't let it go, so I can probably pull him.
But he's unconscious. How much does he have?
Oh, that's a good question.
I just assumed that when you misty stepped, the rope just fell to the ground.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I imagine you can only take what's probably on your person with you, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, it's getting too deep down the rabbit hole.
Actually.
Actually.
All right, so Vinny, what are you doing?
Is the cloud dissipated?
It's slowly dissipated. It'll dissipate here in a minute or so.
That's what I'm gonna wait for. And once it dissipates, can I get to him without encountering mushrooms?
You would still need to make a check, although it does look like several of the mushrooms have been cleared out, so it would be less difficult.
Vesmir, wake up! Get out of the way! I call from a distance.
It seems to be in a deep sleep.
When we guide me, and I try to get up to him.
Okay, so give me a dexterity roll, or acrobatics, or...
Acrobatics. 22 without the D4.
Nimbly avoid all of the mushrooms.
And I try to see if I can nudge him awake gently.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, Mr. Vesmir.
Well,
You are unable to wake him from his slumber.
You guys go on ahead. We'll catch up.
I don't think we're going to leave you here, Vinny. I don't
No,
think we're
we'll be
going to leave
fine.
you.
We'll be fine. I'll just waterboard him awake or something. I tried to pour water on his face to wake him up.
It does not look to be having an effect.
Do the spit thing.
All right. Healing spit right to the face then. Just a simple, really? 6 points of healing? A nat 1 on healing?
It heals for 6 points, but has no other effect.
He's just tired. We'll catch up. Just going ahead. I'll just
Okay,
sit with
so-
Vesmir.
My rope should be still hanging out there since I Misty stepped out of it. How about you, Vinny, tie the rope around him and then toss it over to our side, and we'll see if we can at least drag him out of the mushrooms so we can pick him up and carry him.
1 second. We're going to drag him through mushrooms that are already on the ground.
He's already
It's going to
asleep.
release more spores. It's going to release more spores. It's going to get you, Vinny. It maybe get us. Might make it worse.
What other options do we have?
Is there rope near to me?
Yeah, the rope's there.
Then I will tie it around Vesmir and attempt to throw an end to the group.
Throw a rope over to the group.
Then I back the hell up.
Okay, so you step back out.
Clear!
All right, it's a 50-foot rope, so we should all move as far away as possible.
Don't pull him over the edge.
So you're just
And-
Use a baton or
Try to-
something.
I guess try to very slowly, carefully pull him away from the mushrooms towards us.
Echo, 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 echo.
okay. Well, it definitely looks like you're going to drag him through at least 2 patches of mushrooms there,
Make it easier for me.
and that will clear the majority of the path. Yes.
He can't get more asleep.
So you begin to drag him. Poof, poof. As both mushrooms burst and spore cloud fills the area, slowly dissipating over time. Doesn't seem to have any other effect other than, he's in a deep slumber. But you've pulled him across and destroyed the mushrooms in the process.
Oh, are there no more of those mushrooms?
There's like 2 more left.
Vincent, no. We must respect the Holy Land.
Well, we've already done damage.
Yes, but that was unintentional. What you are going to do is intentional.
All right.
Is this the
I'm
Holy
going
Land?
to
Oh, sure.
take the glass bottle out of my specimen kit and carefully put it over the mushroom and see if I can gently pluck the mushroom and seal the container.
Okay. You know what? Give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. 9.
So you, with great care, slip it over with no issues. As you go to snap it off and go, the lid doesn't align perfectly, and some spores escape. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Some, so I still have some. Constitution saving throw.
Tyee just has the signature look of exasperation on his face.
11.
You inhale just a few of them and are able to fight off the effects. You do feel drowsy and a little dizzy for a second, but you're able to fight off it, and you now have a mushroom worth of spores.
Hey, I got some. Oh, and I slowly rejoin the party.
I need 2d4 rolled from Vesmir, please.
Okay.
I heard that, Kalbren.
Before I muted, he was screaming, "I found the way." I don't know what the way he found. It's in the shower, and he found it.
Kid's just going for it in there, man.
You know what? To not have to worry about rent or any of that shit, like, it's not a bad deal.
He did find the way, though, so maybe he does know more about rent.
Yeah,
than we
maybe he
think.
does. He's fucking goddamn Mandalorian in there.
I will tell you, when you're an 8-year-old talking about yeeting, it's an entirely different worldview.
Oh my god. We're doomed as a planet. Anyway,
Some of these kids never played even at
so
shows.
what is the Man, I had a whole long tirade on Eve the other day, reliving the glory days.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, Vesmir, what'd you roll?
8.
8. So Vesmir is go ahead and give me one more Constitution saving throw.
It's a 6.
Okay. He does not look like he's going to be able to be awoken for some period of time now.
Oh, just move aside. Move aside. Let me through. Let me through. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, Vesmir, what the hell did you do?
He's
Okay.
tired.
I'm gonna roll up the sleeves of my robe, and I am going to.
Tired.
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on Vesmir.
Vesmir, you begin to come through and awaken. Quite groggy, but you're awake.
I thought you were going to grab his chest and twist.
I startled at the cliff drop beside me. I was like, tired. Thank you.
I'm gonna lean in like, what did it smell like?
Tiredness.
Yes, I'm old. I know that. Come on, let's go.
I do believe the restoration spell has a material cost.
Lesser restoration?
Thought so.
I don't see it.
Maybe wrong.
Greater restoration has a major cost, but
Maybe
Let
that's
me look up the proper spell instead of what it shows me in the character sheet.
Well, maybe you're wrong.
yeah, verbal somatic only for lesser.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're good to go.
I'm not gonna lie, I was with Callie on this one. I kind of was thinking, I'm like, I think Lesser had a cost, but it must be a 5e thing.
There's a lot. That's a lot for nothing, honestly. So that's fair. Yeah.
You need diamond dust worth 100 gold piece worth of diamond dust for greater restoration. Probably what you were thinking.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think that may be what I was thinking as well.
I mean, it's only second level too. You know.
Yeah, but it's definitely needed at times.
Oh,
Yeah.
certainly. Well, like this one, right? Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Okay, so we're up in mobile. As you guys continue down the path, no further skill checks will be needed. The party
You got me
continues down.
actually yawning with Vinny being sleepy.
All right, as the party continues, you come to a large cavernous opening with absolutely monstrous fungi and mushrooms that form almost like a rainforest-like canopy. It is stunningly beautiful. The cave's surface kind of slick with water, which only further reflects the illumination from the different lichens and so forth.
This certainly is incredible.
Hey, Tyee,
Yes.
are you able to consult the bones? Make sure it's safe in here? Because I'm kind of nervous about this place.
They already said that it was safe, but yes, I certainly can.
I mean, I don't
And
want you to waste, you know.
I take out my crystals and kind of array them, and
Ooh.
my robes light up, and the stars from my map are projected across the expanse before you. And I'll take 10 minutes to cast augury, and I'll ask, is the flora here dangerous?
As you cast this, you get the response that both wheel and the other thing.
You wheel and woe, so
Wheel and
both.
woe.
So they can be dangerous, but they can also not at all be dangerous. So I kind of collect myself, and I stand up and brush the dirt off my robes, and well, it's just I suppose it just depends on how we do. It seems that they can be quite dangerous, but it also seems that they can just be simply lovely.
He looks at Tyee and slowly puts away a glass vial. Good to know.
Oh, yes.
Better not tempt fate.
You should not tempt the whatever from high on top of the thing.
Go outside, turn around 3 times and spit.
Yeah.
Well, Tyee, since you seem perceptive in this environment, maybe you should lead the way.
Sure. Just as long as Vesmir's nearby, in case there's any. Excuse me, and there's Talgar's nearby for doors. I suspect we'll find a door around here somewhere.
I like the
Such a
giant
marching
broccoli
order.
around.
Yeah.
With Tyee at the front, as you continue to navigate through, your perception allows you to lead the party, avoiding any of the spores or fungus or lichens that kind of creep into the floor of the passageway here. And you navigate to the other side without incident.
Is there anything noteworthy? Particularly this purple one here. I'm gonna move my character over there. But I'm not actually moving my character, it's more of a marker. But this guy. You see what I'm talking about?
The one in the top corner over there, the northeast.
I think so. Yeah. No.
Northwest.
No,
It's got
west.
a purple glow under it.
It's
right where
under
Tyee
the
is.
big. It's under the big canopy. Here, let me shoot a thing to Vinny.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, okay. It's again the liquid from the walls and the condensation kind of pools underneath this particular fungus, and it's radiating a kind of pink glow from below.
It looks like a
Okay.
bunch of skulls on it.
If you'd like, you can roll in nature to see if you can remember lore or anything about it.
I'll assist since I'm well read, so if he wants to do it with
Okay.
advantage.
Yeah, cool. It's a 9.
With advantage?
Yeah, it was an 8 and a 9.
Wow. I don't know what it is
Yeah.
either.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
it looks nice.
Yeah.
That's very, very pretty. Doesn't seem familiar.
It does not seem familiar. You don't recall anything or remember seeing anything like it before.
Yeah, I guess I'll just make my merry way, kind of just taking in the sights, just a little bit awestruck.
Okay, well, no further activities. The party continues down the passageway on the other side, returning to the tight, narrow corridors that twist the turns, a labyrinth under the deep underneath the mountains. Until you come to another opening. Remember how to use Talespire. Alright. You come to another large cavernous opening. You are just struck in awe as the walls, for as far up as you can see in the dome ceiling, below it's like stepping inside a luminous geode that is yet to be opened. And the crystals are very familiar, as they look like just exactly like the type that you pulled from your crossing. in the
Imagine-
desert.
And to think that there's just so many.
Now, weren't these crystals supposed to be for like spells and stuff? Like very powerful?
They're used in arcane stuff. You can roll an Arcana check to.
Yeah. I actually want to. Nat 20.
Energized Quartz is a rare commodity that is used in everything from a variety of magical potions to being used to capture spells, to storage, to be able to be carved into arcane focuses. They have quite a few use.
Yeah, we've encountered this over the mountains. It just makes me wonder if we end up casting any spells in here, if they'll be like amplified by this room. Just an interesting thought.
Oh, no, it's not a bad thought. Nature has been known to amplify magic.
I wouldn't want to
This
disturb
is,
it, but
No, you're very right. It's frankly too beautiful to disturb. Josselyn, you ever see anything like this before?
She's just kind of in awe and continuously kind of looking around, spinning around, just taking it in. Her jaw's just, literally open. She shakes her head no. She's never seen anything like this.
As you know, the gold, Josselyn, the gold and the platinum, it comes and goes, but these things, they don't leave you.
I didn't know that something could be so beautiful.
and when we ever leave this place, I would definitely leave this out of conversation because this is just going to make people want to come down more.
Oh yes, it's best practice to never talk about this place.
Yes,
No, certainly not.
This definitely would be cause for conflict, for sure.
What would the party like to do?
I will go up to the bridge. I'm assuming there's a bridge.
There is a rope bridge, a wooden rope bridge there.
And be prepared to guidance anyone who wants to cross.
Vesmir wants to look around. Are all the crystals embedded in the rock, or is there any loose crystals?
They all look to be, air quotes, alive, like growing and embedded in the rock. There does not appear to be any loose ones.
Gotcha.
Cute comb.
I had an itch, so it was either scratch it or comb it.
Yeah,
Been there.
I've already moved my character across the bridge.
Okay.
So if I needed something to do that, I'm happy to do that. But that's what I did.
So
Yeah.
give me a dexterity saving throw, please, as you attempt to cross the bridge.
Okay, I'll walk that back a little bit, and I'll do what I normally do. I'll guide myself, and then take my dexterity saving throw. Dexterity saving throw, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's going to be a 10 plus a 14.
Nice, Max.
As soon as you quickly make your way across the bridge, you put your foot on a plank that has seen definitely better days, and it gives under your weight, and you just kind of jump forward, avoiding falling into the sharp crystals below.
Oh,
And you're
damn
able to
it!
get to the other side.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Be careful!
But now that you've pointed out, a couple of the weak boards there, anybody else that is going to be crossing, I need a acrobatics check at advantage, please. Unless you have other plans.
With guidance if needed.
So we're all doing acrobatics with advantage to get across.
If you're crossing the bridge.
Alright, I guess Talgar will attempt to go next before anything else falls apart.
Before you do, Talgar, let's reuse as a rope, yes? And Vesmir will tie the rope to Talgar, and he will adjust density on him so he's half the weight.
Okay.
Alright, so this is acrobatics with advantage.
Yes.
It's a 14.
You navigate across the bridge with ease, avoiding any of the pitfalls that have been pointed out by your party members. Who's up next?
Josselyn, here. I tell Talgar, because he's got the other end of the rope. Hold on to this while she comes across, and she will have it tied around her waist.
When we've engaged you, just in case.
Talgar will anchor down and hold the rope for anybody else coming across.
Give me a double D20 roll.
17 and 18.
She
Nice.
navigates across with ease.
Who's next?
Please, go before.
I can go. I can go.
Yes, by all means.
When we've engaged you, just in case.
Up.
I get my
roll.
D4.
Just in case. But it is advantage.
I mean, oh right. So the Dex is the Acrobatics is advantage, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay. $19.
Yeah, you navigate across with ease.
Let's try this one more time, shall we, Vinny? And
Advantage turned a 4 to an 11, so thank you.
Vesmir will have Misty Step ready in case things go awry.
Yep.
There ain't no mushrooms. You're fine.
21.
You navigate across with ease. Anybody else?
All right, Vinny, you can do it.
15 plus a D4, so I'm guessing that's enough. So
Yes,
17.
You navigate across. You
Yeah.
navigate across with ease as well. The party continues down the path, leaving this chamber of wonder behind. You continue for another couple hours before eventually you come to a entrance that doesn't kind of match some of the other stonework that you've seen so far. It sticks out a little bit. It looks older. And it looks to be an entrance leading into some type of foyer area, and there's a strange glow emanating from it. Not the same type of glow that the lichens and so forth put forth, but something different.
I'm not liking that. Hey.
And Vesmir, if we take a moment, I'm very curious by this, and Vesmir would like to ritually cast Detect Magic.
You get several returns, 6 to be exact.
I relay this information to the party.
So what are we saying? A glow?
It is a cave entrance or stone entrance that's emanating a glow.
Is this down the hill here where I'm going?
It's like y'all have left this room a while back. Like,
Whoa, it's like you're in a pillow, man. I'm sorry, I can't hear anything.
all right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
My apologies. Let's go ahead and jump over to Hidden Cave, and it will be better explained there.
Okay, cool.
Got everybody. Yep. So yeah, you have this kind of cave entrance, and it's emanating glow. You get the sense that there are several magical things emanating from beyond.
This might be the tombs.
It might be. It might be. Let's Let's tread quietly.
Would the Durga have given any sort of information as to how far to travel or where the tomb would be, essentially?
It would. This. I mean, it's hard to tell with the twists and turns of the labyrinth and not being natives of the Underdark, but you get the sense that this is the place described to you.
Oh. Well, Josselyn, this seems to be the honeypot.
I got a weird feeling about this.
Yeah, I will. I'll turn the corner and take a couple steps in, and I suppose take in what I witness.
So,
Cave is a cave.
detect magic lasts for 10 minutes. Do I see anything like from these magical glows? Is there anything that looks like it could be a trap or a trigger for anything?
Roll perception.
Unnatural 20.
Okay, so you guys are entering into the little cave here.
I'm in the mouth of the cave.
Okay, you don't see anything on the floor. You don't see anything or arcane runes around you, anything like that. It was definitely emanating from on the other side of this rock sculpture thing that's here and beyond.
Well then, the path seems clear as far as I can tell. Something on the other side of this wall is garnering the attention.
It's like the entrance to an underground rave or something.
It's like the UV putt golf.
Yeah, there it is. Ah, well, I'm always a friend of. Oh, we're going left. Okay, well, let's go left.
So as you enter in, it's almost like this area is they use kind of the natural stonework to make a foyer of an area. There's 3 doors that lead off from here, each one of them having kind of an indentation in the shape of either kind of a crystal, a flame-like icon, and the other one looked to be like a jagged boulder. On the inside of on the other side of this big stone piece are 3 pedestals upon which sit a symbol of flame. You can feel the warmth kind of emanating off it even at this distance. There's a crystal in the middle that you can feel like almost like a steady, cool breeze whipping around it and down off it. And then you have several stones that are just kind of tumbling against each other.
I've never seen anything like this. This is fascinating.
Other than that, there are no inscriptions, no writings, no markings of any other kind.
But so the markings that there's markings on the doors which matches what we're seeing on these pillars, essentially.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it seems not too complicated that these pillars have something to do with these doors, but how they operate, I am not sure.
Oh yes, that seems a good theory. Yes, for sure. Have we tried just opening the door? Talgar.
Vinny, give me a hand. I just want to study these a little bit, and I would like to do an Arcana check on the pillars.
Yeah, I'll see if I can remember something.
So with your detect magic, you'd basically be getting the sense that each one of those items on top of the pillar would be the magical thing. And then each one of the doors looks to be, radiating that for your detect magic.
Gotcha. So, like, I would identify essentially that maybe touching one of these pillars will activate a door.
You could try. The pillar itself doesn't seem to be emanating anything though.
Right. Vesmir goes up to the crystal one and is going to cautiously reach out and touch them and see what happens.
So touch the pillar.
The crystal.
The crystal.
Okay. So you go up and then you go to grab the crystal, and the wind like kind of whips around your hand in the crystal. It's cold, but you fight through it and you grab hold of the crystal, and then it's like trying to hold a storm in your hand. But you maintain your grasp. You have the crystal in your hand and have removed it from the pedestal.
I will walk over to the corresponding door.
That'd be the middle door here. The indentation on the door looks like it would fit perfectly the item that you hold.
I slide it into the crevice.
So the wind almost like pushes against the door in your hand, trying to prevent you from doing so. But with one final shove, you push it into place, and you hear the door kind of unlock and open. As it swings open, like a polar vortex of wind just blows out of the cavernous hallway in front of you. Leads off into the darkness.
Well, it seems that we have one pathway to explore. Shall we?
Oh yes, this is very well done, Vesmir. Very, very well done. That is excellent work. This is exciting. Well, should you do the honors? You open the door.
Vesmir will take a couple steps in and say, I think Talgar might best be suited to lead the party, and Tyee, maybe yourself, since you can usually see things that most cannot.
Yeah, sure. We'll see what we can do.
This is looking mildly dangerous. Let's go ahead and get those stunt doubles up there. Talgar to the front. Talgar to the front.
Druid radar in second, please.
Did you say
Talgar?
mood radar?
Druid.
Druid.
One ping only.
Alas the sweeps, alas the jeeps, and alas the creeps.
So the wind is just kind of whipping through here. It changes direction suddenly, swirls around you at times, pushes against you as you continue to kind of follow the path around. It's kind of windy bends.
Is there supposed to be a wall here?
There is.
Okay, no worries. Don't worry about it. Let's move on. Yeah, it's good.
You can only do so much with the hide volumes at the moment.
I'm not worried about it. I just want to make sure it wasn't a part of the map that we needed to be revealed or whatever. It's easy to just move on.
There's like 15 hide volumes for this map.
Oh man. And was ist das?
Okay. All right, so you turn the corner as it opens up in front of you. A large cavernous that's filled with energized crystals that are glowing, and kind of these large rock pedestals that are floating across a sea of very sharp-looking crystals. The
Son
wind
of a bitch. I think I remember you making this.
The wind twists and whips around the rooms.
But this is I have no words. This is something I just don't even know how to describe this, frankly. It's quite beautiful.
Someone not Durgar put a lot of work into this.
Oh yes, I just does not seem like Durgar work. Durgar, they are very utilitarian, very plain. It's too natural.
So, Josselyn, this is your hunt for treasures that we are all coming on, but how do you suggest that we should proceed here?
Her eyes are kind of wide at the scenes that she's taking in. She says, I am so far out of my depth. I don't know.
Well, this is why it's a good thing you brought us along. Even though we may not know either, but Vesmir half cracks a smile.
The wind in this room makes it difficult to hear, to speak, to talk to each other. You're just around. It's almost like hurricane force winds just like whipping in here.
Vesmir will stay several feet from the edge, but he's going to look for some loose debris and just throw it into the void area and see what happens, if anything.
A couple of the heavier pieces like fall into the sharp quartz below. Other pieces just kind of roll and get spun up into the air and twist around, being carried upwards, almost uncanny like, and then eventually dropping. Currents seem unpredictable, almost angry.
Any kind of levers or switches or pressure plates on this side?
Roll me a perception.
19.
You do not see any, and nor do you, Tyee.
Is there anything in my experience that might tell me what these seemingly chaotic gale-forced winds might constitute?
You can roll me a history or nature, either one.
Okay. Okay. I will roll history. It's an 19.
So, bits and pieces that you can remember from some book you forgot long ago talked about air nomads and air elementalists having control over their elemental forces, and these type of winds are a telltale sign of their handiwork.
Would I know that these winds fit the description of something that is under control or something that has been made and has been lost control of?
That would not be revealed too with that roll.
Okay, fair.
We found the lost air tribe, everyone.
Yeah, so again, air elementalists, like a mage, has created this, is what I get.
You get that impression.
I've read about these. There seems to have been some very powerful wizards or sorcerers. It matters not. Magic users that have, well, gosh, they just created this. They wielded the wind as a weapon, an aid, an ally.
Well, this doesn't appear to be a natural formation under the ground.
I mean, magic is natural, but yes, I see what you're saying.
I'm going to exit out of the room, and I think we still have the books about the four brothers. See if I can find anything in there that might help us.
It would take you a while to try to sit and research it.
I'll do it while these guys try to figure out something on their end.
Okay, so Vinny goes and sits down and starts reading some books. What's everybody else doing?
Vesmir's going to spend about 5 to 10 minutes just seeing if there's any sort of mechanical style pattern as to what's going on in the room, like if there's any sort of wind funnels that tend to change or go in certain directions for a certain period of time, then change. He's going to do this just doing some counting in his head and throwing small pebbles that he has around and see if he can get any sort of dissemination as to if there's any sort of rhythm to it.
So it does not feel mechanical in the least. If you had to put a sense on it, it almost feels... The currents themselves almost feel alive.
And
Responsive to your probing with rocks and so forth.
The whole time, Karl's cautious, just sitting on the edge of the room, keeping an eye on things, more or less.
So, you know, we need to study for a little while, so we're talking like an hour or two. Is the party, you know, is that what we're doing?
Vesmir would like to cast Magic Missile and just hit each of the 3 floating rocks on top in the middle.
Okay, so you're gonna, so you're gonna hit each one of them simultaneously.
Yeah, they're gonna just...
Okay.
Oh,
So release your attack as the orbs of magic leave your hand and sail through the air, splashing across the floating stone pedestals. And upon doing so, the air currents twist and almost crackle with anger, begin to twist and form, almost coalescing into an actual physical form as 2 air elementals form on the pedestals ahead. And everybody needs to roll initiative.
oh, that did a thing.
If you look up from your book, shit's breaking loose.
What'd you do over there?
Oh, shit! I need to get like a dice pin.
Dice, yeah, dice tray. Or a dice tower. They make some like really inexpensive laser cut ones that look pretty cool.
Oh, I'm really sad now.
All right, Vinny.
14.
14, Vesmir.
18.
18. Talgar.
2.
2. Tyee.
20.
20. Karl.
9, but I still rolled a 2.
That's insane. What is your dexterity?
18.
All right. So these air elementals begin to form in front of you on these platforms up ahead as they begin to become, you know, beyond just invisible currents, but actual physical beings. Tyee, you're up first. Vesmir, you're on deck. What do you do?
Yeah, so I will take a step back about here, and I will... Oh, interesting. Is there an air elemental on each platform?
Just on the 2.
Okay, gotcha. Because I moved my little map cursor around, and another one popped up that I couldn't see because of elevation or whatever. Anyway, and I will fire. I will start by firing a guiding bolt at air elemental B.
Okay. I need to make a what?
Does a 15
Oh.
hit?
A 15 does hit.
Oh, okay. 15 radiant damage.
15 radiant damage it is.
And it is glowing.
It is. Its lightning is extra bright. The lightning bolts begin to crackle inside of its body.
And that will end my turn.
Vesmir, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
Vesmir will cast Ray of Frost at B that is glowing.
Okay.
That's at advantage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
25
That's going to hit.
for 10 damage. And then he will back up 30 feet. Or at least there for now. As far as he can get. And that's my turn.
Okay, Vinny, you're up.
Oh gosh. Well, I was gonna call out "We went across peacefully," but I don't think that'll work. So, I'm going to just cast Sanctuary on Josselyn. Can't touch this. And then I'm just gonna move off to the side and try to get out of line of sight, and back a little bit just in case. And I'll end my turn here.
Okay. Let's see here.
Another quick question. So do these crystals emit light?
They do.
Good to know.
But on top of the platforms is fairly cloaked in shadows. The light's like emitting from the bottom. All right. This one is going to fly down to here. And is like going to actually occupy the same space as Josselyn and Vesmir. And will activate his Whirlwind Attack. So
That's just that's just a general AoE.
It's an attack.
Okay.
Does it sow the wind
Well, the reason I ask is
and to
because
reap the whirlwind?
if he tries to directly attack Josselyn, he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. 13.
Or what?
Or he must choose a different target to attack.
So this would be a general AoE.
Okay, so that would only work if he was specifically attacking Josselyn. If it's just a general AoE, then he doesn't need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
No, okay. But both Josselyn and Vesmir need to make a Strength saving throw.
Oh, it was almost a natural 20, went to 3. And Josselyn rolls a 12.
Okay, both of you fail. You take 19 points of bludgeoning damage as you are flung through the air. And slam into this wall over here. You are knocked prone. Josselyn takes 15 points of bludgeoning damage as she's thrown into this wall and falls to the ground. It then turns and looks angrily at Talgar.
I haven't done anything yet.
The other elemental is going to swoop in, and it's going to make 2 slam attacks against you. The first one, Talgar, is a 12.
Miss.
The second one is a 25.
That's gonna hit.
It is 12 points of bludgeoning damage as these fists of wind smash into you. Karl, you see all of this unfold in front of you. You're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
Alrighty. So behind us, we don't see any light. So because we're that kind of you know. So.
Kalbren, I'm sorry. Josselyn had Sanctuary on her, right? Do we factor that in?
Yeah, it's not a direct attack. It was AoE.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right, cool.
How much HP does Josselyn have total?
She has 23.
So 23 minus 15, got it.
Alrighty, we're going to move over to here, which looks very dark to us. And we are going to take a grab our bow. Bonus action. You guys will hear a little chant and see a bit of a green glow as Karl's bow flashes with a little bit of green energy. And I'm going to shoot an arrow at Air Elemental A.
Okay.
So what I would have cast Ensnaring Strike on the bow? Which I can't. And I really wish there was a chat that I could link this into. So yeah, I'm going to mark off Ensnaring Strike. Level 1. We're casting it against the bow. If it hits, there's a strength save that occurs.
That's fine. You can just tell me what needs to happen and then describe the effect. Like, I mean,
Okay.
Nobody here's fucking with the game, so.
Yep. All right. So I presume I'm in darkness, or we're shooting with advantage. So we're taking our shot 1, of which we have 3. So shot 1 is roll 2 4s. Really?
13 hits.
Is that? All right. So 13, I'm sure doesn't hit against Air Elemental A.
It does not.
Right. Shot 2 is a 21 to hit.
21 will definitely hit.
All right, we're going to go ahead and roll damage on that guy, and then we're going to have him make a strength save. So he takes 9 piercing damage. He needs to make a DC 14 strength save. If he does not...
Stand by, back up. It's on A or B?
A.
A, and it was 9 points of piercing damage? Correct?
Yes.
Is it... What, from what weapon?
Bow. Longbow. Piercing.
Match. Alright. Continue. I need to make a strength saving throw.
Yes. Of 14. DC 14.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah. So that the vine would start growing on it and just wither away. It does nothing. So that's a spent spell. But I still have another attack. One more attack at advantage. So that's a 26 or a... Okay, 26 to hit, which I'm sure is going to hit, plus that, plus 8, 10 plus, come on, D8. An additional 16 damage with the second shot.
Total of 16 damage.
Correct. And
Into
that
A?
will, to A.
Okay.
And that would be our turn.
Again, all piercing.
All piercing.
Okay, so, anything else? Talgar, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
I cast a Shield of Faith on myself. And then I'm going to take my first swing on A. That's an 11.
I'm sorry, what was that?
That was a 11. I'm assuming it does not hit.
It does not hit.
Alright, I'm going to take my second swing. It's a little bit better. It's a 25.
That hits.
That's going to be 16 damage.
On A or B?
A.
16.
And that'll be my turn.
Slashing?
Yes.
Alright, Tyee, you're up.
I will cast another Guiding Bolt at Air Elemental B, which I believe is the one I casted at originally.
I thought it was A because it was closer.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's a 17.
I'm sorry, Talgar, was that A or B?
A.
Alright, so Tyee, do what? 17? That hits.
Yep. Guiding Bolt to B and rolling damage. And it's 14 radiant damage to B.
14 radiant damage to B it is.
B is glowing, and I am going to run away bravely. By this crystal here. Crystal looks neat. Hang out by this crystal.
Oh, Josselyn should have gotten a turn.
Oh, well.
So
Yeah.
after you're done, Tyee,
Yep.
Josselyn's up.
Okay, so is Josselyn in melee range of the air elementals at the moment?
No. That's she's
Good.
right outside.
She's going to stand up. I assume she's got 30 foot of movement, so half, so she can move 3 squares essentially. Actually, she will go 1, 2, 3 behind these crystals here, and then she will attempt to fire her hand crossbow at air elemental B. That is a 6 to hit.
That does not hit.
Then that ends her turn.
Vesmir, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
Vesmir will stand up. Taking quite the hit. He is going to cast Mage Armor on himself. Then he's going to back up, far into the corner as possible against the wall.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Vinny, you're up.
All right. Bonus action. I look over to Josselyn and said, "Get feeling better," and I cast Healing Word for 12 points of healing on Josselyn.
Okay.
And then, like the dumb goblin I am, I'm gonna pull out my rapier and I'm gonna run up. 2, 3, and I'm going to strike out at Air Elemental A.
Okay.
And with my rapier, that's going to be 21 to hit.
That hits.
And it's going to do 10, 15 points of piercing, because I'm going to include Fury of the Small.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. The air elemental that you just ran up on was going to attack Talgar, turns and looks at the thing that just stabbed it with the rapier and swings 2 slam attacks against him. The first one is a 26.
That hits.
That's going to do 16 points of bludgeoning damage. Second attack is a 14.
That's a miss.
And that one misses you. Air Elemental B is going to attack Talgar twice with a slam attack. First one is a 17.
Miss.
Second one is a 17 as well.
Whiff.
And then I need to make a d6 roll. Darn. Karl, you're up.
Already.
Battle music, man.
Sorry. I'm normally on top of the battle music. Sorry, 1 second. We gotta have battle music. You said battle music. So that's on the top of my mental stack.
Hey, would anybody like battle music?
Oops. There. Okay.
I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say it's a Final Fantasy mix of some type.
God, she's so rude.
This one isn't, but I could.
No, I just assumed it was going to be. I was scrolling for the dragon song earlier, and it was just like Final Fantasy for days.
What dragon?
Anyway, I'm sorry. Showtime.
No.
There's not a whole lot that we can do other than just keep blasting. So we're gonna take 2 shots at air elemental A. No spells this time. We're still in darkness, so we're gonna do it with advantage. So the first one is a 27 to hit. The second is a nat 20. All right, so we're gonna roll. It's D&D Beyond, so it doubled our dice already. So we're rolling our nat 20 first. Only one, of course. That's 8 damage on the first shot.
Here, B.
A.
Pardon? A. Letter A.
Okay.
Plus an additional 5, and then that would be the end of our turn. Plus 5.
Okay. Talgar, you're up.
All right, gonna try to swing on A again. 21.
It hits.
That is 15 damage. I'm gonna swing a second time.
It looks a little bit more wispy than it did before. It would be bloodied if it had blood.
And that was a 9.
Okay, that definitely can miss. I do like the metal dice. The gold.
Thank you. Alright, that's my turn. Yeah, I feel like they've been doing me a little bit better for the most part.
Josselyn is up.
Josselyn will punch her stomach. She's feeling a bit off, and then peek around the corner and take a shot at Aaron on A. And roll 7. And then gets back behind the crystal.
Okay. Tyee, you're up.
Come around the corner here and take a look at my friend Air Elemental B. Is he still glowing?
I believe he is.
Alright, I'll send another guiding bolt at Air Elemental B.
Okay.
24
That'll hit.
for 12 radiant damage. And I'll go back to my position. And my turn.
Wispy as well now. Vesmir, you're up. Vinny on deck.
Vinny will hear the slight, seeing Vinny get taken some swings at from the air elemental will yell out through the gale force wind, "Vinny, be careful!" And he will fire 3 magic missiles at air elemental A.
They all hit.
He takes 12 damage total.
12 damage total to A.
Yep.
Alright. Anything else?
That is my turn.
Vinny, you're up.
I got this, and I kind of bite my finger, and I go, you two are dishonoring the dead here by being so rude. And I cast Bane on both elementals. Charisma saving throw 14.
Okay. Fail and fail.
All right, so now every attack roll they make and every saving throw they make, there's a D4. I will go ahead and use my bonus action disengage, because goblins can do that, and I'm a run back. 5, 6, and that'll end my turn.
Alright. Air Elemental A is going to make 2 slam attacks on Talgar. It's a 23. and
Damn,
24.
barely.
Minus
they both
D4 for both of those? I don't know what his armor class is.
Oh.
You said minus D4?
Yep,
Oh.
for both attacks.
You may have saved me.
Well, yeah, you roll the D4s.
Oh, me? Okay.
Or either one of you.
All right, I'll just roll. 1, the first attack, -4 to that attack roll. Which makes it a what?
Not enough.
23 and 24 is what I rolled.
And the second one is -2 So the second one's 22 to hit.
That brings them both down to not enough. Whew.
Okay, so
Alright.
through Bane, he fails.
You dodge those. Unfortunately, B steps forward, moves into your space, and around you is a torrent of air. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Ignore that. I was trying to delete it.
16.
You have passed.
Big and heavy.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, but you are not thrown away and you are able to keep your feet. Karl, you are up. Talgar on deck.
Oh,
You see like Talgar, like B is like engulfing Talgar.
Does A look like it's not quite holding itself together, or?
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
I'm asking how damaged it is, but like, there's
Oh,
no such
okay.
thing as blood for them.
It looks very wispy.
All right. Well, don't think we can help Talgar necessarily with B, but at the very least, if we can take A out, so we're gonna look at A again, and we're gonna take another couple shots. Boom, 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 boom. Shot 1. No spells. Is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Shot 2 is 14. Brutal. I don't believe shot 2 hits. Shot 2 is a 14.
Shot 2 does not hit.
We will do a total of 7 damage this round, staying where we are. Comforted in the fact that we're still in darkness, and we don't believe they can see us. That's all we got.
Talgar, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna continue trying to wail on A.
Okay.
So dirty 20.
That'll hit.
14.
It is barely holding itself together.
Well, in that case, second hit's a 25.
Okay.
And that'll be 15 damage.
You see it lose its corporeal form, and as it does, you see this teardrop-shaped, kind of glowing stone just fall to the ground.
Interesting.
Anything else?
That's it for the moment.
Josselyn's up. Tyee on deck.
Josselyn will take a shot at the remaining air elemental.
With advantage.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, thank
Jinx.
you. 12 and a 15.
15 hits.
Hit.
Hey, 1d6 or 1d8 for the hand crossbow?
6. I think it's 6.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the question.
Oh, I think it was a d6 for the hand crossbow. She does 2 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. 2 damage. Alright. Anything else?
That's her turn.
Tyee, you're up. Vesmir on deck.
Yep, I'll come around the corner and I'll see the glow is gone, and I'll just kind of let air out a little bit, like, oh. And I will hit it with a produce flame.
Get it, air.
21
21 hits.
for 14 flame damage.
14 flame damage. Okay. Roll me a 1d6.
Oh, okay. Coming in. It's a 6.
So, Talgar, as this vortex swirls around you, you see a flash of fire head towards you, glows in intensity, and all of a sudden you are now in the middle of a torrent of fire.
Oh no!
As you take 6 fire damage on top of the bludgeoning you are receiving.
Son of a bitch.
Fantastic.
Anything else, Ty?
I take responsibility for my actions, but I'm still a child on the inside, so
I'm helping.
I'll just retire. I'll just retire around the corner here.
No, you burned me in 2 different ways.
You see an old man. You see an old man in the back going, ah.
Vesmir, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
Okay, Vesmir is going to fire another set of magic missiles at Air Elemental B. Considering he just saw Talgar engulfed in flames, he's not going to risk a ray of frost. So,
Put it out! Put it out!
4 plus 2 plus 3 for a total of 9 damage.
9 points of damage. It is looking pretty thin.
And that's Vesmir's turn.
Vinny, you're up.
You waited all this time, all these years, just to die to us. Just lay down and let it end. Cast Vicious Mockery at it. Wisdom save of 14.
Wisdom save of 14. Vicious Mockery. I roll a 19.
Even with the D4 Bane, that wouldn't drop it. So it doesn't care. And no effect. And then you move up halfway. No. Then he'll put all his movement to get up to the elemental and end his turn.
The air elemental will make 2 slam attacks, 1 at each of you. Starting with Vinny. It rolls a 27.
Well, that hits.
That is going to be 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Less damage for Talgar.
It rolls 13 and misses. Karl, you're up. Talgar on deck.
Alrighty.
And it's kind of like try to move a little bit outside of, like, it's no longer like encompassing Talgar.
Makes me feel a little more confident I can take the shot without risking Talgar.
Do you
Yeah,
get pack
we're gonna
tactics?
just-
Oh, you'd take
Oh.
advantage anyway because you're in darkness.
Because I'm emo. Emo Rangers get advantage in darkness. We're gonna knock our bow and take another our 2 attacks against our elemental here. The first shot's a 15 with advantage. Because we're
15
bad.
hits.
Really? Okay. That's gonna be 6 damage. Second shot is a 25, which is gonna hit for. And so total damage is 15 that round. And that's all we're gonna do. Piercing. It's all piercing.
What was the last damage roll?
The last was 9, so total 15. Oh, yes, total 15.
Yeah, I enter him as you are doing things.
Oh, sure. 6 and a 9.
Yeah, gotcha. Alright, Talgar, you're up.
And I believe
All right.
Talgar attacks with advantage since I'm flanking. If we're doing that.
We are not doing flanking rolls.
Okay. Darn.
I think they are done.
That's fair.
No.
I turn my attention and start wailing on B because he's lit me on fire. First hit's a 24. For 10 damage.
As you swing your sword through it, it decorporealizes and just falls into nothing. The cavern is still. There's no winds blowing. We are out of combat.
Good job, guys.
I'm gonna go over to that object, the teardrop thing that you said, and pick it up and look at it.
It's about the size of an ostrich egg. It's a large crystalline like blue teardrop. With faint glow from within.
Would Vesmir still have detect magic up and last 10 minutes?
At this point, no.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in my backpack.
Okay.
Does there
Vesmir
seem to
look-
be any way across?
Vesmir looks over to Josselyn and says, you look a little versatile. How are you holding up?
I'm doing okay. That took a wallop against that rock. She kind of rubs the back of her head.
I did give her a little bit of healing, so.
Yeah, but Vinny helped me out.
Vinny, I could use a little bit of healing myself.
You got it, bud. Heal and spit. And he'll actually cure you for 21 points of healing.
Shit.
Vesmir grimaces at the...
Bards are so fucking cool.
Talgar could use a little spit too.
All right, heal and spit on Talgar. That's going to be 25 points of healing.
Holy shit.
I'm using a 3rd level, so.
I look back and I just see people spitting and slapping each other.
Talgar's feeling great.
Yeah. And then I'll slap myself just for 12.
Get an exaggerated eye roll from Karl.
Alright.
Does there appear to be a way across?
I mean, not an obvious one.
Are you looking across? I could probably jump that.
You can see in the distance there is like, another passage at the other end of this cavern.
Can I walk down here? Can I go down where these crystals are?
Those crystals are like razor sharp,
Oof.
growing at all kinds of different angles.
Okie dokie, so no, not really.
If we're going to make it across, we're going to have to jump.
That sounds lovely.
It will not be easy.
Talgar, come here. If our intention is to go across, then I suppose hand me those ropes, and I will skitter across as best I can.
All right, I'll hand over the ropes.
Do you plan to jump across?
Well, let me see here. If I were a giant wolf spider, would I be able to skitter along the walls and the roof and get to these platforms and maybe set up like some rope or something like that?
You could definitely climb the walls and the ceiling.
Would looking at the area, because I don't see like the walls or the ceiling on the map, would that allow me to get to these platforms pretty safely?
You'd have to drop down and stuff, but yeah.
Okay. All right,
I mean,
cool.
It's not that big of a jump. The only one that looks to be any concern is that elevation change one.
I see. So they don't seem to be that big of a jump.
I could take a rope and try to make that first jump. If I make it, I can anchor it. The rest of you can come across. If I don't, you could pull me back.
the try before I expend the magic. Let's give it a shot. And here, well, as you go, just take the guidance of the stars.
So the intent here is to tie the rope that we're planning to use, tie it around myself as a fallback. If I don't make this jump, they can pull me back. If I do, I can use it to pull them across or help them across.
Okay.
I have guidance.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second.
Calculating DC.
We might have to construct additional pylons.
I really want to go to get like so this is my D20. I want to get like one of those big D20s so I can just, roll it for D20's sake.
When you were when you guys were in elementary school, did they have like the big ball that was like person sized? I need a D20 that's that big.
So when you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. You can make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance.
Strength score. Okay.
Makes sense. I mean, it's
Makes
a
sense.
strength thing, yeah.
So that distance is a mere 5 feet.
Right. I have a strength score of 8.
You too.
Excuse me, Kelly. Sorry, did you say that Josselyn had 21 or 23 hit points?
23.
Total.
Thank you.
So are you just jumping across?
That's my intent, with the rope tied around my waist.
Yeah.
Somebody else
enough-
anchoring it.
You have enough movement to be able to make the leap.
Oh, so no check required.
Not
Boing.
for this distance.
All right. It's easy, guys. Just jump across the gap.
So as
You have
long
the
as
rope
everybody,
tied to me.
yeah,
so-
as long as everybody's got a strength score of above, like, stupid small, you can make it across no problems. The middle jump there, the one that changes in elevation, you need to have a strength score a minimum of 10.
Talgar can handle that.
Josselyn can make it then, right?
Yes, Josselyn can make it. Karl,
Tyee has a score of 9. What do I need to do to get over there?
that's a good question.
Talgar, come here.
I'm open to ideas.
Talgar,
Open
come here.
ideas.
I'll give you this extra strength, and you can reach out. You can pull them up. Yes.
Can I make it up to that one?
What's
Yeah,
your
you got-
strength?
18.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you make it up there, no problem.
All right. So which one is it? Is it this? All right.
It's the one that Talgar's like, that one right there.
All
That
right. So
one
the
was-
next one's the pain in the ass. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm here on the edge to help people up. Or catch people or whatever.
Well, I think if you lay down and reach out your arms, they should be able to grab on, and you can pull them up. Yes. I mean,
We can certainly try.
It's a 5-foot gap. You've got like 2.5-foot long arms each. It'd be a reach, grab, and then Talgar would pull. And I would adjust density on him to give him advantage on his strength.
Okay. So is that what we're doing?
Unless anyone has a better idea. It seems to be
Talgar lays down on the ground and stretches out his arms and looks at the other party members and says, "Jump to me, I'll catch you."
I guide myself and I jump.
Alright, so you make a leap of faith here. Talgar, need an athletics check to catch him with advantage. DC of 10.
16.
You catch him and haul him up to the platform.
Thank you, Talgar. Very good. Very good.
Who's next?
Take my own rope out of my pack, tie it around my chest, and throw it across before I take this jump.
Alright, if you do that, then there's no check needed as Talgar will help hoist you over.
Mostly because that's motivated by my prior failure.
I'm just doing what you guys are telling me y'all are doing.
Oh no, totally. Like, yeah.
Alright, so Vinny, are you making the leap or do you need help?
Yeah, my strength is 8, so Talgar, catch me!
So
Ah!
Talgar, athletics check please, with advantage.
No pressure.
23.
Oh!
You catch Vinny with like one hand, Odell Beckham Jr. like style. Platform. Yeah, so you guys are able to navigate your way across to the other side.
Navigating our way.
Continue down the path into what looks to be an archway.
Are they golden arches?
It's just an archway beyond which you see a large crystal structure that's emanating obvious signs of arcane energy. And before on the other side of the archway is a pedestal. Here, I will turn that on. There we go. Beyond that is a bridge that reaches into the darkness.
So beyond the pedestal is a bridge.
Yeah, as well as this large crystal structure that's like wreathed in arcane energies.
Is the pedestal currently empty?
It is.
I'm going to place that large blue teardrop crystal that I picked up on it.
It almost leaps out of your hand and suspends itself floating in the pedestal in front of you. And you see a kind of a blue, like white blue energy kind of like begin to flow into the large crystal structure.
I mean, very good, very clever, Talgar. There seems to be other pedestals.
There is 2 other pedestals in the room with archways. Those archways look to be kind of plugged with a shimmering kind of force field. You can see into the hallway beyond, but not much further.
Who builds this stuff? Who has the time for this?
That's quite the question. I take a rock and toss it at that force field.
Oh, it bounces off.
Okay, I'm gonna take the crystal off of this pedestal and go put it on the other one and see if it turns off that force field.
It does not, and as you begin to try to put it onto that pedestal, you just feel like heat radiating and emanating off the pedestal.
I think we gotta
Pedestal.
defeat the
This
other
pedestal doesn't like
elementals.
this one.
I'm sorry?
Let's say this pedestal doesn't like this one, so I'm gonna return it to the other one.
Alright.
No, I'm guessing we gotta defeat the other 2 hallways in order to do those pedestals.
This does seem to be the case.
So potentially, certainly. What's up with this bridge?
The bridge spans a chasm that just goes on forever. You can see probably, a good 60, 90, however far down your dark vision goes, and it's just eerie blackness below. But the bridge spans across it. It's very old stonework. And on the far side of the bridge, deep in the wall is a heavy iron door.
When we placed that thing on the pedestal, did anything seem to happen?
It began to feed energy into the large crystal structure on this side of the bridge.
Oh, interesting.
Oh no! Is there just one bridge? And one door over there?
Yep.
Does that mean we got to do all 3 pedestals to get that door opened?
I'm not sure. Well, you know, I just let's see what we can learn. And I'll roll my sleeves up and light up the robes and bring out my crystal aperture and send out the star map and consult the stars. And I'll ask, you know, can we enter the next area of this place with just one?
You get woe back.
No, and I'm gonna bring it all back and like, oh yes, it seems that seems like we need them all. Well, at least we won't get good results if we go with just this. And I don't know about you, but I like good results. So
we have to kill more elementals?
that's what I think.
Well, that would seem to be the case.
Or maybe play nice and say, hey, can we have your thingy so we can move forward?
And does anybody speak elemental around here? I did not think so. So I say we carefully make our way back.
Well, we're
Use
already on this
the,
side. Can we see the entrance to the hallways, the other hallways from here?
There's
Yeah.
the force field on each one of them.
There's force fields to block your way, but you camp here on the other side, and it's just more, twisted rock. It just turns immediately.
Okay, I thought it was just the force field on the pedestal itself.
No, on the blocking the entrance into to
Gotcha.
those sections.
Yeah. Can we make it back across this chasm?
Yeah, you wouldn't have to make any more skill checks or anything to make it across at this point.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I think we would head back and totally do the next one. That's Vesmir, you seem very good at this. Which one do you pick next?
Well, I mean, there's a 50% chance that whichever one we do is going to be bad. So, but I am not quite a fan of fire like you are, Tyee. I would suggest maybe you attempt to get the fire element to the next door.
Sure. So I reach out my hand to the flames, just kind of gingerly, and just kind of welcome them in the palm of my hand, hoping that that's what happens.
You feel, the heat of fire burning intensely, but you keep moving your hand forward. Eventually you have it in your palm, and it does not seem to be burning you. You lift it off the pedestal, and you now have it in your possession.
I'm holding it in my palm like, oh yes, this is quite uncomfortable. Let's go to the door, please. And we'll go to the door, and I'm assuming there's like a hole. Oh, it just opens. Great, perfect.
Yeah, it's the invitation. You put the fire up to it. A long hallway stretches out in front of you. As you begin to make your way down this hallway, like you're just blasting heat, like a dry, like just intense heat. And every step forward just raises the temperature further.
Oh yes, there's just really nothing at all comfortable about this experience. This is terrible.
Towards the end of this hallway, as it makes a bend, you can see a warm orange glow emanating from a cavern up ahead.
Just come now. Come.
I apparently have stuck my character onto the world, by the way.
Oh shit.
If you double click your portrait, you should be able to get to it.
Yeah, that normally does work. It doesn't seem to be working right now.
I put you up front there.
Thank you.
As you enter this large room, you see pits that go down, and you can see the glow of lava, the noxious gases that fill the room. You know, little fires all over the place as it burns off the gases. The heat is quite intense.
Heat in the light, not my favorite place to be.
Well, this seems to be interesting, wouldn't you say? I think maybe we should try kick off some fun and get out of this place sooner rather than later. It's not my favorite, you know what I mean?
Start poking these fire pools until something comes out and we kill it.
Well, again, do we have to kill it? Can't we just say hello? You know, look, and hello. Can we pass, please?
You get no response.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't understand Goblin.
It's worth a shot.
At the very least, I think we should be prepared and spread out for this one.
Are you everybody kind of entering the room, or
Yes.
Vinny's kind of lagging behind.
as you begin to enter the room? Let's go ahead. Put yourself as you would fan out into the room.
Are there any unsafe places? Because it looks like the floor is lava, literally.
I mean, there's a lot of the floor itself is like extremely hot, like shimmering heat waves off of the rock. It's quite an extreme environment.
So was anything happening as we spread into the room?
Yep. Jets of molten flame and rock begin to bubble and hiss, and the fire begins to kind of coalesce into corporeal form as two fire elementals emerge and begin to bear down on the party. And this is where we will pick up next Friday.
Oh shit.